But guess what? Qofki confidence haysta maxaan rahnaa wuu isla weyn yahay. Yay isku malaysaa. Na xaggaa fadhiiso. Waxaa ma taqaanida. Can you how many of you have heard those words? How many of you guys have heard those words that, you know, you're so excited to tell someone something and they say to you, who do you think you are? You think you're going to make it? Somali batahai. Like, do you know how many people told me I couldn't get this television show on air? Then I stopped telling people what my goals were because I remembered every single Somali person, including family members, they're dream killers. Do not tell your dreams to Somali people. Dream killers, okay? And I speak from experience because I sat there 6 months by myself trying to make a dream happen when everybody around me, including community leaders, who do you think you are? You're going to be on city TV? What? So I tell you, don't tell your dreams to Somali people. I'm not anybody special. But alhamdulillah, I feel like there's times in our lives when we have callings to do the right things for our community as human beings. And I resent every single person that tells young people, don't get involved with Somali people. Don't help your community. 24 years, and you know, BS. Okay? If we don't do it, who's going to? If I'm not here tonight, sacrificing my time and energy to give you guys the opportunity to see that there's value in our young people, in our community, who's going to do it? First of all, I was the oldest in my class. I wasn't the youngest, okay? I was probably I would say, like, the most overweight because I just had a baby at that time. So I didn't fit the model of what a broadcaster would be, right? But I remember there was one girl in my class, and there was something that she said to me that changed me that day. She said, Hoden, you are good at this, but you know what? You lack confidence. And I was like, wow. Can you imagine? She told me something that was eye-opening for me. If I can show confidence in my abilities in life, I can do anything. And if we can teach our children how to be confident in who they are, where they're going, and what they want to do with life, we've solved half the problems in our community.
Years back, I told my father, why do you listen to this BBC crap? It's too much. And he would say, well, what kagi? And I'd say, listen, this little screen here has not changed for 50 years. Sorry, how old am I? 28. For at least 19 years, that little screen hasn't changed from two ridiculous old men with silly names have been fighting.
You see, growing up a first-generation Canadian has taught me that I'm not someone belonging to one culture or another. Because if it were the case that I was from one or the other, then psychologists wouldn't be debating on nature versus nurture. Instead, it has taught me that I'm the very embodiment of every hope and dream that my parents had when they landed here. That I am the bridge that spans across oceans and connects two completely different worlds. I am the torch-bearing guide that navigates murky waters of cross-cultural communication.
Education without professionalism is an empty ambition. While your credentials may get you through the door, it's your professionalism that 9 times out of 10 will determine whether you get a job, whether you'll be promoted, whether you'll stay in your position. In other words, even though your formal education ends when you walk across the stage, your professionalism stays with you in all aspects of your life for the rest of your life.